How do you feel about the room with just the spring game remaining at this point?
Well, this is as good as a room that I've been around in terms of in my career of guys that's willing to play at a high level. But structurally from a defensive point of view, it all stems from the plan that Coach Fish has for our defense, and then the plan that Coach Walters installs for us, and he allows us to play at a high level. It's a defense that allows you to really kind of get in and be able to do some things that your skill set warrants. It prepares you to play in the NFL, along with the team motto, be a pro. And it's something that with this group in particular, I've got a room that's full of pro players or pro possibility players. Got a lot of experience that's well documented, and they played like it this spring.
When did you see it really start to click for X-Ray last year? It seemed like you guys came out of camp with Buddha and Devin Bryant kind of playing with the most one reps there, and by the end of the year, X-Ray was really playing at a high level.
It was really awesome to see X grow in the system and where he started to where he finished the year. I haven't been around very many players like that in terms of saying, I don't know how many plays he played in the first 2 or 3 games, but not very much. Obviously, Buddha getting hurt allowed X to get out on the field a little bit more, and he just grew within his role, and his role expanded throughout the year, and he played better and better and better. And to that kid's credit, I give him he's one of the few people that I've been around that he didn't complain about playing time, and he just literally just worked and got better, and it showed on the field, and ended up playing very well, throughout the remainder of the season. And coming back, so excited about having him back, because now he can start from where he finished and continue to build on that. So the sky's the limit for that kid, and he's weighing 240 right now. He's taking care of his body. He's seeing it the right way. He's playing fast. He's had a really good spring, and like I said, I'm so excited about having him with us.
What were some of those things entering last season that you wanted to see him improve, that he took big strides in?
The stuff that he took big strides in is really just being able to kind of learn the scheme and learn ball, and to the repetition of him doing that. He's a really good tackler. You don't see him miss a lot of tackles, especially in space. He does a good job with that, but he's so versatile in terms of what he can add, lining all over the field. He's done a good job in coverage. He's done a good job rushing the passer. He's done a good job in the run game. He's a very versatile player. So he's done a great job with it.
You mentioned too that he stuck around, right? You've got such a veteran returning group. What discussions did you have with him during the offseason about what his role would look like here this season, and about wanting to stay here instead of searching for other opportunities?
Yeah, I think that, in searching for other opportunities, I think that one of those things is starting off where you finished and building from that was a big draw to stay here. Guys, the players like it here, and you've got to be an idiot to not like being a player here. The program treats you right. You get great work in. The scheme is right. The locker room is right. The players care about football. To me, it'd be foolish for just about anybody to walk away from this opportunity here.
You talk a little bit about having Jacob healthy, and just his personality, his personality does to that room.
No, it's what he does to the whole team. It's not just that room. The guy that I've seen play this spring is the guy that I saw in 2023 play at Arizona. He's flying around, very vocal in between the whistles, which is a good thing for the linebackers in terms of getting those guys lined up and getting everybody lined up on defense and taking control of it. But man, he's awesome. He does a great job in every facet of it, and he's probably a little bit better than you think in all of them. But like I said, the way he has carried himself this spring has looked a lot like the guy I saw playing in 2023.
And that personality.
Yeah, his mentality is kind of what makes him what he is, and he's the one that mentality is always there. It's not hit and miss, and he's always consistent with that mentality.
Could you talk about the progress the two young guys that are playing out there a lot, Tokyo and Robinson?
Yeah, Donovan first. Donovan, you know, he wasn't here this past summer, so he came he got in there in the summer. He wasn't here in the spring, last spring. And the strides he made, he's come a long way in terms of, because he didn't play a lot of linebacker in high school, so he's learning the position and he's learning it kind of on the fly. But he's done a tremendous job. He's done a really good job sideline to sideline this spring. Like, you see flashes of him really running. He's a fast kid. The more reps he gets, the better he's going to get, and I'm excited about his future. Easy is a guy that skill set wise probably is closer to an edge guy than he is a stack backer, but he's made a lot of strides this spring ball, and I've been very pleased with him and his effort. He's willing to be coached, and he goes out there and he tries to do exactly what you coach him to do. With his length, like, the more that he learns this position, the better he's going to be, and he's going to have a good career here.
You mentioned that Easy has a little bit more of an edge skill set. Ramczak is another guy we've seen mostly play on the edge since he's gotten here.
Yeah.
Was that sort of a concerted effort on your guys' part to go after those sort of tweener guys?
Yeah,
or was it just
we want good football players, you know, and both those guys, they have tremendous length and they can play, you know, multiple positions. So both of those guys are guys that are you know, you're going to take those guys every year if you can get them with that size and the way that those guys run. So the thing is just trying to find ways to get those guys on the field, you know, and how they can fit.
When you add Buddha, what's that going to add to the room?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We're going to have to be creative in how we can get those guys on the field in certain personnel groupings and formations, and we've got to do a good job as a staff in terms of identifying what each guy does best and how that can help us with that individual call. And we'll be creative in how we do that stuff. But Buddha's another guy that, you know, over the last month or so, like, man, like, his body looks good. Like, he looks good. He's training hard. He's in the film room. Like, the thing, like, he's just as much a part of the group as anybody else, even though he's not practicing right now.